the very important symbolism in Sanatana Dharma, is the trees and the plants itself. I think this Ugra Bhavam, the cause of fear, has to be interpreted from the point of view of why is that fear? Should we even fear the Lord, the Supreme Being? What is the real difficulty? How to proceed to the next step maybe. So avidya is seen as the difficulty. The difficulty is not a task itself. It's just the lack of knowledge to handle the task. In this point of view, refers to being skilled than everyone, or one who is proficient in everything. Sthavara is referring to anything that is immovable. So any element that has life form but still immovable. It includes trees and plants. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Jai Shri Ram. Welcome back to the Clay Studios oil painting vlog number 44 of Sri Vishnu Sahasranamavali. This is a painting that follows the principle of calligram or micrography to paint the 1,000 names of Sri Vishnu. While the painting is going on, I am also trying to understand the underlying deeper meanings behind these names with the help of scriptures from Sanatana Dharma. Whatever I am learning as an amateur, I am also sharing with you via these weekly vlogs. 10 at a time, we go into the names, 10 names, and understand the meanings, and together with that we take the tangential perspectives. We have already covered names up to 420 in our previous vlogs. Today's session is going to cover 421 to 430. Even though we are taking 10 at a time, you will see that the names are deeply interconnected, and you will see me constantly referring back and forth to the previous vlogs. That's why I recommend that you take a look at the previous vlogs whenever you get a chance, because that's going to give you a much deeper insight, interconnectedness, and a perspective for you to reflect on it and take it for your own personal life. With that, let's get on to the idea for today. Today we are going to definitely look at the 10 names, and along with that, today's topic that we are going to discuss is the godliness of trees and plants. STHÄVARA, the symbolism in Sanatana Dharma, the very important symbolism in Sanatana Dharma, is the trees and the plants itself, and their involvement and usage in different levels of our pujas or yajnas or any other elements for that matter. Why is that? We are going to look at that. Without much ado, let's get on with the names first, so we can come back to the plants and the trees. Starting with the 241st name, Om Ugraya Namaha. This refers to one who is the cause of fear even to beings such as sun. I think this Ugra Bhavam, the cause of fear, has to be interpreted from the point of view of why is that fear? Should we even fear the Lord, the Supreme Being? The answer comes back to us on the way we want to deal with things. Are we being dharmic? Are we being justified in our actions? If yes, there is no need to fear. But if no, then anybody that is powerful or believed to be powerful has to fear the Supreme. That's the inner meaning I would mention here. 422nd name is Om Samvatsaraya Namaha. This refers to one in whom all beings reside. 423rd name, Om Dakshaya Namaha, one who arguments in the form of the world. These meanings that I am proceeding at a speed also refers to the point that we have debated it in different points in time in the previous vlogs. So these were also discussed in previous vlogs. So I'm moving on to the 424th name, which is Om Vishramaya Namaha, one who bestows Vishrama or liberation to aspirants who seek relief from the ocean of samsara, the waves of samsara, the ocean of samsara with its waves of various turbulations in the form of hunger, thirst, etc., and difficulties such as avidya, pride, infatuation, etc. Look at the way the explanation has gone here. So, liberation from what? Yeah, it's a relief, isn't it? From where? It's a samsara, the cycle of, we usually call it a cycle of birth and death and life and whatever, but look at what exactly is the tribulation that is pointed in that life form as such. The tribulations is coming from the anger, hunger, thirst. All this are forms of tribulations that we have in our lives. And the difficulties, what is the real difficulty? Real difficulties are avidya, pride, infatuations. Those are the real challenges. Avidya is, the opposite of knowledge. When we are ignorant, we do not necessarily know how to handle a situation, maybe how to proceed to the next step, maybe. So avidya is seen as the difficulty. The difficulty is not the task itself. It's just the lack of knowledge to handle the task. Yeah, so that's the perspective that this brings. Vishramaya Namaha. 425th name is Om Vishwadakshinaya Namaha. Refers to one who is more skilled. Daksha, in this point of view, refers to being skilled than everyone, or one who is proficient in everything. 426th name is Om Vistaraya Namaha, that is one in whom all the worlds have attained manifestation. We have also looked at that in great depth and detail, isn't it? How the whole cosmos manifests through him. 427th name is Om Sthavara Sthanave Namaha. Sthavara, now we know, because I touched on the topic a little bit, trees and plants, not necessarily trees and plants. Let's look at it. Sthavara is referring to anything that is immovable. So any element that has life form but still immovable. It includes trees and plants. So one who is firmly established in Sthavara, and in whom long-lasting entities like earth are established, is in Sthanu, the position. The Lord is both these. We are going to deliberate a little more on the Sthavara Sthanave in a short while from now. So let's move on to the 428th name. Om Pramanaya Namaha. This refers to one who is of the nature of pure consciousness. 429th name is Om Bijaya Avyayaya Namaha. Bija refers to the seed. Yeah, let's look at the meaning here. One who is the seed or cause of samsara without himself undergoing any change. So he is the seed, he is inside us, he is inside the whole, the cosmic formations, but he is not affected by it. He is not undergoing the changes that the seed has to go through in the cosmic, evolvement as such. 430th name is Om Arthaya Namaha. That refers to one who is sought, Arthita, by all. One who is sought by all, as he is of the nature of bliss. He is the Artham. Artha is also, pointing to a meaning in some contexts. Artha has different contexts in different perspectives as well. Here we can also take it, because he is of the nature of bliss, and he is the Artham, or the meaning in my life, if I may say so. So I would seek that Artham or meaning in my life through, my journey towards him, my actions and such. So that's how I would see this particular name. 430. With that, we come to the end of the 10 names and their meanings. Now we go into Sthavara, the godliness. We are going to discuss about the godliness of the trees and plants. We are going to take the help of Bhagavad Gita. I am in Canto number 13, verse 27. Let's go over that and then look at the deeper meaning as such. So, Bhagavad Gita, Canto 13, verse 27. Yavat sanjayate kinchit sattvam sthavara jangamam kshetrajna samyogat tatviddi bharatartsabha. Let's look at the meaning of these words. Yavat, whatever, sanjayate, comes into being, kinchit, anything, sattvam, existence, sthavara, not moving, jangamam, moving, kshetra, of the body, kshetrajna, the knower of the body, samyogat, by the union between, tatviddi, you must know it, bharatartsabha, O chief of the Bharatas. Chief of the Bharatas refers to, here I think we have already discussed this point, that Bhagavad Gita is basically the discussion going on between the Lord God and Arjuna. Arjuna is referred to here as the chief of Bharatas. So he is, the God is talking to him, isn't it? Oh, chief of Bharatas, know that whatever you see in existence, both moving and non-moving, is only a combination of the field of activities and the knower of the field. It is complicated. I am going to break it down. So let's just look at the living beings. Broadly, we can put it in two categories. Jangama refers to moving or mobile elements like us, or animals, or any other form that is in movement. Even the a small little worm that is in movement, can we say, is a jangama. Sthavara is a non-moving element or a stationary being, and that's where plants and trees and bushes, even a grass that isn't moving, is coming into picture. So these are the two categories. So basic definition is now understood. Let's now delve a little deeper in what exactly was mentioned in this Bhagavad Gita verse. Both are born from the combination of what? Combination of Kshetra and Kshetrajna. What is that? Kshetra refers to field of the body. A body has a field. And Kshetrajna is the knower of the field. Who is the knower of the field? It could be, it is definitely the individual or the element that created us. Yes. So that is the knower of the field, and the field of the body combines to make different formations. Yeah. Can we just say that before our creation, just wipe off all these images and see that there is a magnetic energy. Yeah, there is a magnetic energy, and there is a knower of the field. Can we put, there is a intelligence. Yeah, so there is a magnetic field and there is an intelligence, and they combine and they have different permutations and combinations. These permutations and combinations can create elements that are movable like us, you and me, or immovable like the plants. That is the nature of existence that is being shown. What is really being demonstrated? There is an interconnectedness. You will see that every single element on earth is thoroughly interconnected, but we tend to view it merely as inanimate object. This is an animate object, and this has more intelligence, this has less intelligence. The more and less that we are trying to calculate or assess is only from our perspective. From the perspective of the creator himself, it doesn't matter. He has used different permutation and combination for the intelligence and the energies to create different elements. Yeah, so it's just that, nothing else. So that is exactly how it is perceived from the perceiver himself or the creator himself. So that's the perspective. Why? And this is also a deeper reason into why you see that we look at plants in Sanatana Dharma as a part of our Ayurvedic intelligence, we look at plants and herbs as gods and goddesses themselves, providing us a way to live. So when we use it for treatments, or when we use it as a part of our daily routine food, we think of it as, an element that is energy, a body that is created to support another energy. That's how we see it, and that's also a reason why you see that there is a symbolic element of plants and trees being prayed to. You will see that, in traditionally you might have seen in many places in India or even in Asiatic countries that a tree is being prayed to. People are going, making circumambulations to a tree, putting milk to a tree, or offering something to a tree. So many things are happening, so the connection is so intricate that we cannot even perceive. It's beyond perception. It's just the belief. But if you look at the way we are interconnected, and we can just dissolve into each other, evolve from each other, learn from each other, grow with each other, that's how deeper the interconnection is. That's the reason, ultimate reason behind the godliness that we see in Sanatana Dharma, commonly in many of the trees and plants that are being prayed to. That is the ultimate definition, we can say, for the Sthavara. Yeah. With that, we come to a close to the session today. I hope you have a lot of questions in this. I would rather prefer that there are a lot of questions coming back from this particular episode, because usage of plants and trees in many traditions are slightly different, but there's so many commonalities. I'm also interested in understanding. Please do share your questions, your thoughts, your perspectives on plants and herbs. How do you see it? How do you perceive it in your own tradition? Share your thoughts. Until such time that we meet again, stay blessed, stay happy, stay healthy, and stay motivated. Thank you. Bye-bye.